You should see it on your side. All right, boom, we're going. All right,
Yes,
Ryan,
sir.
this is my seventh podcast that I've done since my goal was to get my first podcast up before 2024 ended, and I failed. I posted it on January 1st. But
Hey, that's pretty close.
since then I've got seven in.
That's
But
awesome, man.
yeah, so I'm really grateful, man, that you're willing to jump on the podcast, bro, because you don't realize how hard it was to get people to jump on this thing. I've been trying to do this since 2020. Fucking
Damn.
embarrassing. No, I'm for
Man,
real. But
I
like,
dude, it's not easy.
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you would think, right? It's just like, hey, you just jump on, record, talk to someone. I talk to people every day, right? But like,
Yep.
it's so fucking difficult. And it was such a challenge going through it. And like, we were bringing up the audio. That's another one of those things because I was
hmm
completely new to. Like, that is a whole field in itself.
hmm hmm
And I,
Yeah, it's got to be a challenge. Like I can imagine, even just based off of our logistical conversation, that's just like amplified to a million with like trying to handle more than one person at a time.
right. Like, everyone's so scared to be on a podcast. Like, I got people that are like, oh, I'm afraid to lose my job or whatever. I'm like, bro, I don't even have 100. Like, at the time, I had zero subscribers. Who's gonna be fucking
Right.
watching this? And even right now, it's like, okay, I got like 200. I just got past that. That's a milestone for me. But that's
Hey,
not
congrats.
shit.
That's sick.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. But like in the grand scheme of things, that's not shit. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. I'm a nobody. It's like the
No, for
arrogance
sure.
of some people. Oh, I'm gonna
Mm.
lose my job because you're on my podcast. Like, bro, are you and Joe Rogan? No,
Also, what are
like
you gonna say? Like, what
I
what what are people afraid of saying? That's like when people say stuff like that. I'm like, how much are you like censoring yourself if you're not able to just like come on to something and speak freely? Like, I don't really understand that piece so much.
oh yeah, same here. But like basically you can't say shit like because I've talked to my friends about this. Like, what can't you say? Basically, you can't say, I mean, like, okay, like men and women are biologically the same thing. You
Mm,
can't say that. You
mm,
can't say men and women, there's no difference. We're the same thing. You can't say stuff like that. You can't go against like liberal politics. Like,
mm,
I mean, like I got this one friend, he's a computer programmer, and he would have to go to like LGBTQ, like I don't even want to call them like not conferences, but like they're kind of like get-togethers. Like it's like for fun. But the thing is, like
mm,
if someone wouldn't go to the one of those things, other people get like hazed. They're like, hey, you're not about it. Like, who are you?
mm.
Hey,
Like
you
in the
don't sub.
company.
Yeah, yeah. No, you look bad. I had one friend. He doesn't know why he got laid off, but he thinks he got laid off because they got these like new coats for the office. Not even for the office. They work from home. They're supposed to wear these coats on Zoom,
Mm.
and it had a rainbow. And the guy happened didn't wear he didn't wear his coat.
Interesting.
And then something happened here and there, and like he's a good worker. The guy's making a lot of money too, and he got laid off.
Yeah.
But
Man,
like,
sometimes you don't conform, right? You don't conform and like culturally, whatever it is, it's like they don't want the powers that be aren't exactly stoked if somebody's going against the status quo, even if it's just a little bit, right? Like these big organizations, like the whole the whole functionality of the thing relies on like this top-down power, right? So it's just like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, that's probably why I'm sure that's why you pursue like your own business. And that's probably like the same reason I do, right? It's like because you know that at any time you could just be pushed into something you don't want to be pushed into, or, you risk so much by having that like other people in control of kind of how you express or don't express yourself, right? It's crazy.
like naturally, if we're talking about the workplace, because you have to conform to every workplace. Like, let's say you're working at McDonald's. There
Mm-hmm.
is a culture within that McDonald's with those coworkers. Like, what's the music they like? What's their politics? What do they think about money? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you don't work well with your coworkers, you're not going to work well in the restaurant. Then there's gossip, there's drama, and then eventually someone's gonna kick you out or you're gonna leave because it's too much drama and you're like, fuck this, it's not worth the money. So you could say the nature of any business is like this. And like
Hmm.
now when I think about it, like this is why I've been so bad at fucking jobs my whole fucking life. Like I've always been an entrepreneur at heart.
Nice.
Like I can't work for anybody, but it's because I got a big fucking mouth that could good thing. No, a lot of good things are
It's
out of that, but a lot of bad
yeah.
things, I got some flaws too. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect here. But like the problem is that I have with these people is why'd you join that company if your beliefs don't align with
Mhm.
theirs? Like that doesn't make sense to me. Like if I have like let's say quote unquote like because my politics are all over the place, but let's say quote unquote I'm on the super conservative guy, but I go to a company like I gave the example before that's super pro LGBTQ and all this. That doesn't make sense. Why do you want
Mhm.
money from these people unless you're about those politics?
Right.
That's like why would you receive money from those people? And it would be vice versa. Why would someone that's let's say someone is let's say they're transgender and they're about those politics, but they're gonna go out into the countryside where everybody's pro-Trump. They're pro-Trump. Like, why would they work for that company? Do you think they're gonna get along with their coworkers? Is that gonna be a good work environment? Don't you think there's gonna be friction? Like, I don't know. People don't use logic. But then I would claim, well, that person that's transsexual, they're not really about their politics. They're looks like they're more leaning on that side.
Well, I think like there's like there's nested value systems, right? Like you got to realize like people are willing to compromise a lot for a little. Like you like if someone just for most people, if you just like sat down in front of them and said like, "Hey, I'm going to hand you $100,000," and but you have to like throw everything you believe out the window and basically like go the opposite way or at least present that way. Like I'd say honestly, like, probably like 90% of people would just go ahead and do that. Like because I don't know, like like the like Maslow's hierarchy. It's like these people are still in like survival
Yes.
mode, right? Like they're
Yes.
literally in like the bottom of the pyramid. It's like you have no time for fucking they
You
present
called
like
it.
they like politics are the fucking pinnacle. And but really, the only reason we even have like the privilege to care about these like social politics right now is because society is at such a level that all of our basic needs for the most part are like satisfied, but at another level they're not. So, but people are looking for problems, so they're just moving up the chain. But you can improve someone's baseline quality of life. It's like you realize that these like self-actualization, like higher level order problems go away really quick. They don't fucking care. It's like if they can put their family up in a mansion or like take a big trip or something, it's like, do you really care that some people are, saying like, I don't know, can I say the word retard on here? Like say the word
Say whatever
retard
you
or
want. Say
something.
whatever you want.
Yeah, like do you really care? I don't know. I try to stay away from the politics in general because I think it's honestly just like I'm also politically all over the place, and I feel like
Right.
people that are really entrenched in politics, and I was for a long time, it's just like it's just looking for problems in a lot of ways. Like you're just looking for arguments and things, right? It's important, but it's like if you base your whole life around it, it can kind of take away like the magic of just like being alive and like you know
Yes, yes.
um
And
yeah.
like because they want you to be like, team A or team B. But that's not realistic. But people choose teams, like in this case, to get money for selfish reasons.
Mm.
And people abandon their own values and their own integrity. Like I really have no respect for like those 90% of people because like first of all, people like, oh, I have a family to feed. I've got kids. You live in America. You can work online. It's easier to start a business than ever. You're just making excuses. You could go to another state. Like states are so different in this country. It could be like going to another country with the culture, the food, the landscape. America's insane. Like I don't like these limiting beliefs people have. Like it's ridiculous. And like, oh my God. And like I've actually had people tell me like, Enley, you have too many values. You have too much honor. Get rid of it. This is why you don't have money in life. Like, holy shit, I should not be hanging out with you. This is a very dangerous person. to be around because like you don't have any beliefs. But like really like if they're fucking paying you, that's probably your beliefs. And the thing is, it's like, do you even want to be around someone like that? Their whole life is just like obviously we need money to live. Don't get me wrong. But like you're willing to change your whole personality, worldview, politics just for $1, which you could get anywhere in the country? Come
Mhm,
on.
mhm, mhm.
I don't like it,
I mean,
man. It rubs me the wrong way.
I hear you. I hear you. I agree. I think it's yeah. I think holding on to your own value system now. I made a YouTube video on this recently, actually. I mentioned it in a YouTube video, at least. It's like right now, the way things are, it's the most important time to have your own internal compass because the noise is so loud right now. Like the actual stream of bullshit that's just like all around us. And it's not just bullshit, but it is just like a noise of opinions and anger and like conflict and da 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 da. And it's like it's so important to just be like, okay, what do I actually like want? It's like you value clearly like knowledge and like and learning and being like a pioneer, so to speak, right? It's like, and I feel that way too. It's like I'd rather be a little less socioeconomically positioned if it means that I maintain an integral like life that like is aligned. And I think a lot of people are just like they just get sucked into the fucking system, and you don't realize how fast your mind conforms. Like if you're not actively seeking alternative information, your mind just conforms, and it's like it's dangerous, man. It's dangerous.
Hey, I would actually claim like if you actually go your own way, you'd actually make more money. Financially, I think that would be the best way. Because first of all, America's about business. You got to start your own business. If I work for another man, how many taxes are going to be taken out? You know what I'm saying? Like how much of my time is just going to be gone? You know, I love this quote by Rockefeller. If he said, if you're working all day, you have no time to make money. If you're
Mm,
working 40 plus hours a week, come on, you're staying fucking broke. I would actually claim you're being poor, you're going to become more poor, a lot abandoning your politics, working for some bullshit corporation that's destroying the fucking planet. I would actually claim that because I talk to people that make $250,000, even more, millionaires, and I'm talking to them. I'm like, you said, like, if I didn't know what was in your bank account, because that's the first thing they say, right? Because
yeah,
that's all
yeah,
they got. But like, if you didn't tell me what was in your bank account, I would borderline think you live in your mom's basement.
right,
I would think
right.
you're the biggest fucking loser. You're fucking out of shape. Your mindset's garbage. Again, these people have no values, right? Because they're willing to abandon it for $1. But I'm like, and then they think they're hot shit because another man gives them money. Like you're
Mm,
not hot shit. If I threw you on the street right now, you'd starve. That homeless person you talk shit about, that you look down, uh, uh, I'm going off right now. You look down upon, right? Like you would end up just like him. You would be in the same position as him. And the thing is, when you actually like start a business and then you say what you want, people are attracted to that. Even if they don't like what you have to fucking say, because they're like, this guy's sweet because he's authentic. I'm willing to listen to him. Hey, does he have any products? Hey, I align with him. Hey, I like this point. I like how he's open-minded. Because then when you're just cookie cutter, just I'm on this team, I'm on that team. It's like, I don't need to talk to you. I could talk to a million other people that are just like you.
mhm, mhm. Exactly, exactly. Got to be an individual in a world full of
Yes.
non-individuals, right? And I mean that's just tribal. That's just like tribal thinking. Like it's literally like it's what has kept humans alive for
Right.
thousands of years, but we just don't need it anymore. Like it's good to have a tribe, but it's not in the way that like people just conform to like the tribe of like a billion people now, which is not a good tribe to be a part of. But if you're
Yeah.
in a smaller tribe of people who are more aligned with your value systems and stuff, that's great because then you actually like you amplify your own power and your own momentum and your own it's like what we, when you talk to like Jared or something, it's like it's or when we have these conversations, it's like you're speaking to some part of your tribe that's actually like thinking along the same lines as you and also like supporting your vision as opposed to kind of questioning your like direction or whatever, right? Like making you have to conform versus supporting kind of your own independent approach.
Everybody's masking. I'll even say this. Everyone's really masking their tribe because majority of people, their tribe is just money.
Hmm.
That's what it is. It's just currency. Doesn't matter who
Hmm.
I get it from, doesn't matter what you think. If you're pro LGBTQ, I'm pro LGBTQ. If you're pro Trump, if you're this, you're that, whatever you name it. Go back and forth. They're like, whatever side you're on, I'm on. Because I'm
Hmm.
just there for, what's in your pockets. That's the tribe of majority of people. That's why they have no values. It's bullshit. Everyone, like, people don't even want to be a person. But again, you brought up Maslow's hierarchy. I love that because, I love Maslow. But yeah, everyone's stuck at the bottom. No wonder they're thinking like that.
Hmm. But you could say too, I mean, with this podcast and stuff, like what we're doing here with the content and being a little more like playful in the approach to like what does it mean to like express yourself? That's like a really big step. That's why most people don't do content or even like won't hop on a podcast or something because it isn't baseline needs. What we're doing right now is like exercising a higher level of thinking, a higher level of
Yes.
action. Like it's not based in survival, it's based on expression. So like I that's why I love this shit, man. That's why I'm glad that we got to make this happen because it's like you you from the like from doing it the amount of friction internally and externally it takes to even just like start expressing yourself vocally outward online and like putting yourself in these positions. It's like there's your body doesn't want to expend the energy. Like when it's thinking primally, it's like your brain stem and shit. It's like, do you really want to use that like nice food you had to use the energy to like make a fucking YouTube video? Only if you're really settled and like you're really looking to expand and explore, right? Which again, like most people just don't don't have the drive or the resources or whatever to like push themselves towards that higher level of expression.
Well, this goes into so much. I mean, like, because, I'm a trainer and
Hmm.
like I think about this all the time. Like, everyone's eating garbage ass food. Nobody has any fucking focus. Everyone's stuck on their technology with blue light. Nobody exercises. Your body, you don't even have a foundation to even think straight. You don't even have the foundation to start a business. Like right now, if I would abandon what I'm doing for my body, my business would go to shit. If I start eating fast food, I stop working out. Like it's happened because sometimes I need to work more on my business. Like if I skip a workout, skip a meal, if I get less sleep, like it affects me. And then later on, it affects my business. So
Right.
like there's so many variables and the modern life doesn't allow you to live a healthy life. But it's hilarious because people are abandoning their values for money to live a life and they're still living like shit. Like I don't know, like there's plenty of examples out there, people that took the road that you took. Do you want to end up like them? For some reason, people are so arrogant. They're like, yeah, that guy lives like shit, but I'm gonna do the same steps and I'm gonna take the same path as he did, and I'm gonna end up with a better life. What?
Mhm. Mhm.
Like it's right in front of you. Like the fucking ego on people. And that's going back to you, I don't want to be on my podcast because I'm gonna get fired. And a lot of this is
Exactly.
ego too. Like there's so many directions we could take this. Like so much fucking ego out here. You're not gonna lose your fucking job because you're on my podcast. Like holy
Mhm.
shit. Again, even if I had 100,000, if I was like Jarrett, that wouldn't fucking happen. Like holy shit. You know how big the world is? How many people are on the internet? You think you're gonna lose your job?
No, exactly. It's like yeah. I like the part you said too about like just oh my gosh, I just actually lost my train of thought, which is hilarious.
Go ahead, find it.
You were just mentioning following another person's path, and I think that is what you just mentioned about how when you run a business and like when you're like really pushing your own like riding your own edge and you're pushing your own boundaries, like you really do need to be dialed in. And like I know from being an entrepreneur in the past and now having chosen to take a more conventional route for some security while I explore these kind of alternative paths on a different way, that it's very interesting because when you're an entrepreneur you also take on responsibility for every area of your life because you have to. And when you enter into these more like conventional roles, which again provide way more security, like for the most part, you're like way, way, way more secure. You're way more settled. You're like, I got a consistent paycheck. I know what I'm doing. I
I
don't
can
have to
actually
get
argue with
sent.
that.
Well, there is argument for sure. Like you could say entrepreneurship is more secure in the long run, maybe, or that like
I
you're
would
more
say it's
aligned.
I would say 24/7 it's more secure. It's on me. If I don't eat, if I don't kill what I eat, like
Hmm.
if I depend on another man, I mean, you know how many times this has happened? Like I remember I got a job 2 weeks before COVID happened.
Mm.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, that's secure. Jobs are secure. Oh my. And what about the company goes bankrupt? What happens? Your
Hmm.
your boss is fucking corrupt and he's in criminal behavior, which majority of all these businesses are. Like, come on,
Hmm.
like you can't tell. You don't even know your boss. Like, it drives me crazy because people are like, Emily, don't start a business. Go to, get a job. Take the secure route. I don't know my boss. What are his values? I've never eaten with his family. Actually, I
Hmm.
don't know his first name. Do I have his phone number? Why am I
Hmm.
going to rely on this guy for a whole fucking living?
Hmm.
This is insanity. It would be different if it was a family member. Let's say if it was a good friend of mine. I'm like, hey, I want to be employed under you. That would be a little bit different. Like, I know his values. Like, I know he won't fucking rip me off. Because,
Hmm.
like, I've been fucked over in so many fucking jobs. I can honestly say I've never had a single job I haven't had money taken from me. And you know what's
Yeah.
hilarious, too? I did have a couple jobs. I'm like, no, no, those people didn't take money from me. But as an entrepreneur, I'm learning taxes. I'm learning all these things. I'm like, oh my God, they did take money from me. I was just ignorant. I was just too young. Like, I didn't know what was going on. Like,
Mm.
they just label it as something else.
True.
So again, like these people don't love you. They're not your family. That everything's transactional. How can you trust this person? I don't know. This seems like a toxic relationship from the beginning. I'm just here for money.
I mean, I hear you. I hear you. I think I get where you're coming from, and I would tend to agree, although I will say like from the end of um at least in the short term, if you operate on the assumption that you're going to get something regular coming in, again, there's volatility in everything, right? And of course,
Of course.
like a boss really doesn't give a fuck about you, and we both know that. However, what I do know is that when you get into one of these roles, at least the perception of comfort, maybe that's a better way to put it, maybe the perception of safety and regularity
Well, it's past
creates like,
experience. Like if I
yeah,
got a
like you
paycheck two
just,
weeks ago, most likely there's another paycheck coming. Okay, then
exactly.
the third one's coming. The
Yeah,
fourth one. Okay, there's a pattern.
yeah,
I understand that. Like that's
yeah.
logical.
Yeah. Yeah. And like that's like when that happens, it's interesting because even if it's a high performing like job, you still see people take the foot off the gas is what I'm trying to get at. It's like when there's like that impression of regularity, you lose your edge and then you realize like you can fall to a much lower standard and still like perform and succeed, which is why I love entrepreneurship and entrepreneurs because I know that in order to actually do it, you have to be like I was running a business a couple of years ago. I ran it for 3 years. It did pretty well. It's still running, but I exited. And
Okay.
yeah, yeah, I'm like happy about that. I'm really stoked about my current trajectory. And
You're still making money off of it, like someone else is running it?
so I exited. So I got like I took a basically a cut, like a payout, and just like basically because I wasn't happy with where the business was headed.
Got
So
you.
I lost a lot of belief in the way it was being run, and I had partners that didn't want to really listen to my. I mean, they listened, but it just wasn't working,
I know what
and
you mean.
I needed more freedom. And it just wasn't happening. It just wasn't working. I felt like a caged animal. So I was like, you know
Right.
what? You guys want to keep this up? Like that's cool. They're still my friends. Like I literally am gonna go on a hike with one of them like in a couple
Nice.
days. So we're all good. They were like friends from a long time. Um, and it's cool because it's like back then I got locked in. Like even right now, I'm trying to like force myself to lock in harder. Like you saw, I bought a van to go travel. I have to like rent out the whole thing. My fitness last year, when I got into this more comfortable job, Emily, I'll tell you, man, I was like cut 175. Like I was running, I was working out 6 days a week. I literally didn't eat anything that wasn't like from a freaking farmer's market. It was the best I ever felt in my life. As soon as I got like a regular job and I like settled down a little bit, and I also got a partner at the time, I put on 45 pounds last year, bro. I put on 45 pounds. I got super depressed. I just like everything started to fall apart.
Right.
And I had to like get my edge back. And that's what I'm trying to do right now is like I'm starting to go back out into like, okay, I need like I'm gonna explore the world. I'm gonna like get back in the gym. And like since then I've been down 15 pounds now. I'm like things are going well. But
Congratulations.
I'm going on a tangent. I'm going on a
No,
tangent. But
this
I
is
just
great.
like painting the picture of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's interesting to see like how fast things can go when you're really on your edge and you're an entrepreneur. Things like are stressful, but it's like a good stress. And when things get too comfortable, that's when shit starts to fall apart.
I'm stressed out with my bosses. Like I don't know your motives. I don't know what's happening. Like I
Mm,
don't know. And like another thing, like that's what stresses me out. Like I feel more comfortable as an entrepreneur. That's
hmm
just the way I am because I'm like, well, if I don't make money today, that's on me.
Right.
Like I know myself. Like and if I do make money, awesome, great. But if someone else is like, is this guy giving me my paycheck? How is he gonna change things up? Like I've seen like the littlest things. Like I remember I started seeing this. Like I had a dishwasher job. I
Mm,
realized I'm like, why is there less money in my paycheck? And I'm like, there's an hour less. And then I realized that we had like an hour lunch break. And then I'm like, well, fuck that. I'm just gonna work through my lunch break because that's what I actually always did. I never had a lunch. And then
mm,
I told my boss, I'm like, hey, can I get my money back? He's like, no, that's for you to spend. Are you not gonna give me my money back? Okay, I'm gonna do nothing for that hour. And he's like, why the fuck aren't you working? Well, I'm not getting paid. Like, you can't make me work for free. No, there's like little stuff like that because they try to figure out ways to cut corners on you. That's when I first started realizing that. I'm like, I'm not
mm,
getting paid to do this. This is
mm,
ridiculous. Or another thing too, I used to teach classes at a gym. We had a 15-minute break in between. And I'm like, I'm not going to start class that 15 minutes because I'm not getting paid. Because for a minute, I thought I was working for 2 hours. I'm actually working for an hour and a half. So a half
mm,
hour, I'm not going to start class early. I'm not going to do shit during this time. And then they start changing things up because the employer is trying to get one over you because there isn't a
mm,
good relationship because it's based on money. Because
mm,
think about if you got a girlfriend or a friend in general, and they're like, hey, I'm just here for your money, man. How's this
mm,
relationship going to go? Horribly. You know what I'm saying? And this is another reason why entrepreneurship is too hard. Go on a little bit of a tangent. You have to be a master of relationships. You have to be a good person. People think you
mm,
gotta be a shitty person, this and that. Like, nah, like I don't. I think that's just like brainwashing and shit. You gotta be a good person if you want to make money.
mm,
You know, really nuanced, right? In this day and age, you have to be a good person. If you want, you gotta have people's trust if you want to make money, and you gotta produce results.
mm,
But in this
mm,
day, this is why workers just get turned down. People don't give a fuck. And another thing you could even say too is just like how we could even get like spiritually like the energy exchange. I don't want that in my life. That's gonna
mm,
affect my aura. That's gonna
mm,
affect, my outlook on life, my frequency, my
mm,
vibration, if you want to get there. Like, this isn't good. This isn't good for me or you. Let's not do this.
mm,
And
mm.
it's not my place to say you conduct business this way. I just shouldn't be involved.
Yeah, well then I'm curious, Henley, like what's your, you know, I know you've been doing like you're building your fitness business right now. What's your goal? Like what's your I mean, I don't we don't there's so many things we don't know about each other. So I'm just
Right, right.
curious more on like a personal level, I guess. Like what's your North Star? Like what's driving you right now?
Oh man, it's just freedom. I want to
Mm,
like it's just easy. It's just like I want to do what I want when I want, say whatever I want because I live on the fucking earth. Like this is why God put us here to do whatever we want. And when I say that, first thing people think you can't do whatever you want. Holy fuck. Did you think I'm a fucking scumbag when I say that?
mm,
Of course I have good intentions. If you know me well enough, you know.
mm,
So you know what I mean by that when I say I want to do whatever I want. But like in this world we live in, we're all limited. or a third of our life goes to us on the weekend. We give it to all of it to these fucking corporations that siphon our fucking energy to make the world a worse place. Because that's how I look at it. If I work for fucking McDonald's, I'm poisoning people. I take
Mhm.
responsibility for that. I'm a man.
Mhm.
You know, I used to work at a cigar shop. It pissed me off. This is more complicated, but I don't think cigars are that bad, honestly, personally. But cigarettes are bad. I could tell you
Mhm.
that. I've seen people die around me because of cigarettes. I've seen people's health go down because of cigarettes. I've seen it right in front of me. I don't need to be a scientist. I don't need studies. I would sell cigarettes at my cigar shop. And I'm like, why are we selling cigarettes here? It just fucks up the culture. You don't sell cigarettes at a cigar shop. But then I realized it's for the workers that work around the restaurants. And then I'm having this shitty ass energy exchange. I don't work there anymore, just to let you know. But I'm having this shitty energy exchange of giving people fucking cancer. But people are like,
Mhm.
oh no, like it's just money. You're not involved. Nah, you can tell lies to yourself like that. Money's energy. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like people like especially spiritual people, they want to deny this. Money's energy. If you're really spiritual, you would understand money.
Yeah.
You know, that's why everybody's broke. And the
Yeah.
average person is because they don't understand energy. They're not spiritual at anything at all. This is why they don't understand money. This is why they're fucking broke. Like that's why I like Jared because I know he understands this more than me and other people spiritually on money. But
Mhm.
like, I don't want to have that energy exchange with people, and I actually want to help people with my business.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I could be all day on this, but like, yeah, if I would break it down, yeah, one word, just freedom for
Love
me
that,
and
man.
other people.
Love that, man. Yeah, it's huge. It's so huge. It's like I think that's what everyone well, I think if you break it down, it's what most people actually want. It's just like not everyone knows how to get there, right?
Well, no, I would actually argue with that more. Like, people tell me I want freedom mentally, but then I'm like, uh, then then I'm like, oh, I have a car payment. I'm like, why do you even have that car? Like, it's like you're just impressing other people with that. You're not a car guy. Like, I like to
Hmm.
work on my car. These guys I know, they go fucking they go pay someone for an oil change. They don't want to do that. They don't want to get down and dirty. I'm like, why are you
Hmm.
paying for this? Like, oh, I think you want a status symbol. Oh, I want
Hmm.
to eat every day. You know, I want to eat at these restaurants. You can't fast? No, I'm dead
Hmm.
serious. Like, people aren't tough. Like, this is what it is. Like, people say they want freedom, but then you look at their life and like, oh, I mean, you're actually a slave to a lot of things. Like I brought up too, like maybe cars or food.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I trust me. Yeah, the value, like the ways people construe. I think that what I meant was that I think at the core everyone wants freedom, but I think yeah, like everyone's striving for what they think is like their going to actualize them. Like we go back to Maslow's. It's like
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
going to like try and find that thing that actualizes them. If you see through the bullshit, like we've all like clearly you and I, we've hit a play. We've come across the right information to like recognize the facade of most things and like what actually matters, at least to us. And you can see like how people are just so entrenched in someone else's values that it fucks their actual freedom because they start paying for fucking cars they don't need. They
Right.
start they become or they're a slave to their lower primal instincts that they can't actually use their prefrontal cortex to dictate. They can't use their executive functioning to
Right.
dictate, hey, like I'm not going to go eat McDonald's today. I'm going to go home and cook some fucking vegetables in a pot and throw in some fresh, grass-fed meat and then eat that and or not eat at all. It's like yeah, I'm a big proponent of like fasting and stuff. I do
Right.
like 3 or 4 day fasts
Oh yeah.
just to sharpen the sword, right? Because it's so we're getting dull all the time if you're not constantly working towards it, and you get fucked.
I'm saying, man, like this is my opinion. People don't choose freedom. People choose
Mm,
slavery. They choose bondage and they enjoy it. Because like for example, your boss doesn't have a gun, fucking work here or else. They don't. But they act like it's life or death. They're like, Emily, I
mm,
can't quit my job. My whole life's gonna fall apart. I'm gonna be homeless in the street. I can't. Like, I'm like, bro, what are you talking like this? Holy shit, you have all these fucking options. This is all in your head. It's
mm,
illegal. There's slavery doesn't exist anymore. We got rid of that a long time ago. Why the fuck are you acting like that? It drives me
mm,
crazy. It's like, what is this shitty ass mindset? There's a million places to work. Money's not real. They fucking print it. There's no like it's not even finite. It's infinite. It's like
Hmm.
it doesn't make sense. Like I really believe people choose slavery, man. It's like people work in jobs, they drop their own values, they 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 spend time away from their family and their friends, they destroy their own health. These are all choices.
True. No,
Or
you're right.
like
You're right.
or we
No,
could go to some people just aren't autonomous individuals. We could even go there. Like people are just NPCs.
and
I
straight
really don't want to
NPCs.
believe that, but that could
Yeah.
be a projection on me because I'm not an NPC. So I'm going to project onto other people that you're not an NPC. So I don't know. Because if that's not true, if people were like, hey, people aren't making these choices, what does that mean? I mean, my bad. I'm getting a little bit deeper, but like, I just don't
No,
like
that's
when
good.
people say they don't have a choice, man. Like, you live in America. Like,
Yeah.
goddamn.
No, man, I hear you. I hear you. I think yeah, there's like angles. There's like it's all layers of truth. There's like angles. You're definitely right. Like people at the end of the day, you're viewing everyone as an autonomous being that has their own choice. If we make that assumption, they're not fucking NPCs, maybe they are. And then it's like, yeah, that's the accountability piece. That's the actual like, okay, if you're unhappy with your life, and this is what I've been fucking saying for a while since I started making content. If you're unhappy, you're not listening to something inside, you're not like honoring a part of yourself that needs to be listened to. And so you're drinking, you're eating like shit, you're hanging with the wrong people, you're at the wrong job, you're listening to fucking whatever. You're wasting your time in some way. And no one's coming to save you. The only person to do it is you. And yeah, I think some people probably are like they do at the end of the day choose that shit, which is fucking sad.
I mean, like, we live in the most free society. It's not perfect, but like, come on, it's like there's such an abundance of wealth. There's so much money everywhere. I mean, like, you could even work on your damn computer. You got your phone. I take that back. Like, everybody's got a fucking smartphone. Come
Mm-hmm.
on, it's just like a lot of excuses. People don't want freedom. I just don't believe that, and I
Mm-hmm.
get it. Freedom's scary. It's terrifying, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, right
Yeah.
now, Ryan, to let you know, we got less than 2 minutes. Just
Yeah, I
make
see that little that number on my screen too. So I guess we can any final thoughts? I
No, this
think
is great,
uh
Ryan. Ryan,
yeah.
I'm gonna get better at the technology, and we definitely gotta do this again.
Yeah, bro, it's been a nice conversation. I'm glad we got to make it happen. This is my first ever podcast
Oh,
ever.
shit, okay.
So it's been fun. It's been interesting for sure. And you had some really cool some cool takes that have yeah, got me thinking back to my you got me thinking back to my fucking David Goggins era, man. I'm about to go run a fucking marathon after this call.
Seriously? Fuck yeah.
Not
Hell yeah.
actually, but yeah, I might fucking do some crazy shit. Honestly, you got me amped up.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Happy to
man.
hear that.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, we got less than a minute. But yeah, we're definitely gonna do this again, man. This was an awesome conversation. Hit me up, and even on your side, if you find better technology or how to figure something out, we'll do more of this.
sounds good, bro. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Absolutely. I'm gonna send you everything after. And you can
Yeah,
post on YouTube channel, make some clips, whatever you want, and we can even collaborate.
yeah, dude. Let's do it. We'll get some collab posts. Hit me in the DMs. We'll get it on YouTube. Fuck yeah,
Hell yeah. Yeah, and I'm for real, man. Hit me up whenever. We're definitely doing this again
yeah,
because I
man.
really liked where the conversation was going because we got this. We're connecting like this. Like, I mean, damn, I just met you in the group. You know what I'm saying? We go
Dude,
3, 4 hours.
that's the power of community, man. Like one unifying force. We got like a lot of